Are CDs going the way of the dodo? That is the question that I asked my fans recently, and I thought I'd finally answer that question. My name is Marc Gunn, and I am a Celtic and geek musician. I've been performing since 2005. I've been making a living playing music. And over the years, I've seen the music business, the CD sales increase. But I've also seen a lot of decrease in the past few years. In fact, I think in the last year, probably I've seen a 20% decrease in CD sales at shows, which one of the reasons I started recording so many albums, I have over 20 solo albums, was the idea that I would make a living from the long tail. So that's not the case. That's not the way things have been happening. And so I've decided that it's time to start looking into other alternatives. So I went and did a poll over on my Patreon website. So it was a very small poll, but I asked people what they thought. What was the future of CDs? And the results were fairly clear in that probably over half of the people who responded said that they no longer listen to CDs. Some of those were people who said that they sometimes would buy them anyways to support the artists, but many of them just don't listen to them anymore. That's just not their preferred format. Whereas the other half were people who are still very solid with playing CDs. Now, it should be pointed out that those people who are still buying CDs, well, my genre is folk music, basically. So folk music will probably have a longer time of listening to CDs, whereas, I think hip-hop has gone almost entirely digital, pop music gone more digital. But when it comes to folk music, it's going to be around a little bit longer. That's good news for me for now, but I'm attempting to adjust. And so what I want to do is I want to open up a dialogue, start talking about this. I want to use this YouTube channel to share some of my music marketing thoughts and some of the ideas that I am trying. So we will see how it goes. In the meantime, this is your first little update, and you can find a channel that I'll set up specifically for this whole conversation. I'd love your thoughts. Do you still buy CDs? If so, post in the comments. If you don't buy CDs, post your thoughts in the comments too. What do you think? Do you really, what are you buying instead? How are you supporting artists? Are you using Patreon? I love Patreon, and I'll have a link in the show notes down below, so go check that out as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be back again in the future. Sláinte.